I will rephrase my question again so that the continuity for your answer is maintained in this conversation.
Yeah,
So, Saraswati, what do you actually do? You told me that you practice for 3 to 4 hours, and you told me that uh, you use all the four pillars of learning English in order to
yeah,
learn better and well.
yeah.
What are the four pillars, and how do you practice each of those pillars?
The four pillars of learning English is reading, listening, uh, speaking, and writing. R RSLW. Yes. So I follow these days without fail because as I have been taking sessions last 1.5 years, so I thought that this time it's very crucial for me to practice on all the four pillars of learning English, and I found it's really very helpful. These days I can answer well
Hmm.
compared to previous sessions because even I feel more confidence, and it's really helpful to learn vocabulary well, and even it's very helpful
Hmm.
to fulfill our thoughts completely,
Express.
to express my thoughts fully,
Hmm.
because when we write, so mostly we complete our thoughts, so at the time of speaking we can also complete our thoughts fully.
You know what? When I was a student, my teachers always used to. In fact, we both of us we belong to the same era of being a student, being a college guy, being a teenager. Okay.
Yes.
Now, we both remember when we were young, our teachers or our mother, our parents, they used to tell, if you want to read something well, you want to remember that, you read it. But you know what? Writing once is equivalent to reading 100 times.
Yes.
Okay, do you remember
Yes.
that? I don't know what
Yes.
was the effectiveness at that point in time, but today
Yes.
I can relate. Once you write something, it's as good as reading something. I don't know how many times, but 100 was a bit exaggerated. But I think
Yes.
writing once is definitely as good as reading 10 times. And that's exactly the reason the pillar writing works in
Be-
order to better
because
your
it gives
language.
the surety. Like when I
Yes.
was in my graduation,
Hmm.
so I took the English literature subject, and one pen, entire pen, I finished in one day. That much writing I did, and because of that reason only, I means I was the topper of my college that time, because writing really gives us surety. Yes, I can do it well.
Hmm. Hmm. One
Yes.
sentence. One sentence. Because of that reason only, I was
Besides that,
the topper in the class. Now, the first part, because of that reason only.
because of
Okay.
that, no need to say only.
Try a different way of telling. Now, again, we always on here at EnglishYaari, we always tell our students
Besides
not to
that,
put only at the end of the sentence, okay?
oh
Because
yes,
that's a
yes,
very Indian way of speaking.
yes.
Yeah.
Because, besides that, I was the topper. I was who topper in the class? No, no. I think you have written wrong.
I was the topper. I was the topper
Yes.
in the class. Yeah. I'll correct the sentence. I was.
Due to that reason, I
uh,
was the topper in the class.
Great. I will use, you used only at the, you told because of that reason only I was the topper in the class.
Mhm.
Okay. I would use the one, the only, okay, the only in the middle of the sentence and say, because of that one reason, I was the topper in the class.
Yes, yes. Actually, these days I have started practicing these types of sentences as
Uh-huh.
I started very like 4 or 5 days ago, like advanced structure. So because of that reason, Still at the time of speaking, I am not able to speak the same. But I think uh, very few, no, so very soon I am able to use it well.
Yes, you'll catch the speed very soon. Don't worry
Yeah.
about that because your methods are good. Fine,
Yes.
your methods are good. Yeah, writing you discussed. What about how do you select topics? What do I write on? How do I select? I don't know. When I sit to write, what do I write on? How do I practice? What is your methodology?
Earlier, when I have started, like I think 4 months ago, I have started writing. Before that, I never tried to write because as I have been learning only English only language like 1.5 years, and I had lots of confusion in my mind what to do. Even I was taking sessions for a longer period, but I think sometimes what happened, one thing clicked in your mind, and after that you started immediately work on that. So it happens with me also. One tutor suggested me, he is from Lucknow, and he told that you just your everything is fine, and he also like mentioned the same issue as an sh. I think now I reduced it totally.
Yes, I
Sometimes
observe that, man. Yes.
yes,
In fact,
because I
I wanted to give this feedback. I wanted to congratulate you for that effort at the end of this session.
yes,
Good you brought this up now. Congratulations. I see less of that effect now.
yes, because these days I have been taking sessions with a tutor, Titus sir, and even when I do a little mistake, he immediately pointed me, and that really helped me a lot because as I take session mostly he slots almost book, but whenever anyone cancels, so I got that his name is slot, and mostly every second day or third day I book his session. So I know that he is going to means give me feedback. So every day I started practicing consistently and consciously, so that I can reduce. Earlier I had the issue of in between I used to say the word so.
Yes.
You have also observed. Now I
Fillers.
think it reduced
Hmm.
totally. I
Hmm.
stopped saying the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Great. That is effort. That is real effort. And once you, first it needs to go here. Corrections will not come, but first you need to be aware of what errors you are making.
Yes.
Okay, once you're aware that the shifting of knowledge takes time from your
Yes.
head to come to your mouth, the words that come out of your mouth, it takes, the software download
Yes.
takes a bit of a time.
Yes,
So
because
you'll, yeah.
he always told me, now your auto correction mode is on.
Great. Now, let us come back to that writing because that's the important part. You selected random topics and just wrote maybe a paragraph, a couple of lines,
No, sir.
or how do you?
Earlier, I was writing like whatever activities I did in my entire day.
Uh-huh,
Sometimes I chose what I did yesterday or what I am going to do tomorrow, so that I can practice all the three tenses: past, present, and future well.
Yes.
And
Wonderful
then
strategy. Hmm.
when I felt like now I am comfortable with all day to day life, whatever happens, I can speak well or can write well. So I started giving a topic for myself, simple topics, and started writing on those. These days, I have chosen uh, like quotations of great poets or authors,
Hmm.
and try to explain
Ah,
what
okay,
is the
okay.
meaning of that quotation.
Wow. Okay, great. There is endless supply of inspirational quotes right there on the
Yes,
net. Okay, you just need to pick one and create a story. suited for that quote, and you
Mm.
can write your thoughts on it. Wow, that is a
Even
very good method.
even yesterday,
Hmm.
I we have given like my daughter, my husband, and me. We have decided to write a poem, two poem. It was in Hindi because only we have given the challenge. Like for me, I wrote for my husband and my daughter. My daughter wrote for for her father and mother, and my husband wrote for me and my daughter. And after that, when he came from the office, then we started speaking the speaking is the correct word, narrating the poem,
Reciting.
reciting, yes, reciting
Yes,
the
you
poem one by
recite a poem, you
yes,
recite a poem, you
yeah,
narrate a story.
yes, reciting the poem one by one, and we found that wow, it's a really amazing poem we all have written.
Wonderful. Very nice method. Very nice method. See, uh, you can decide on anything. Your method is very nice because you have a structure to it. Okay. And literally from every quote, you can express yourself, what it means to you. And
Yes,
moreover, by doing that, you are internalizing that quote in your own personality.
yes,
Okay. When you write on a quote, you are becoming that quote.
mm,
That's a very nice method. So,
yes,
in fact, why I chose writing for such a long time is most of our learners, they don't understand the power, the importance
mm,
of writing. You know, they most of them say I don't have time. Most of them say I don't have subjects to write on. But yours is a shining example of what how you can pick a topic.
yes.
Great.
And the one thing is that we can't give excuse, and we should not give. If we really want to get fluency,
Hmm.
accuracy, and proficiency, so I think we should not give excuse. We have to
Yes.
do. We should do at anyhow at any rate. Even when I was in hospital, what I did, I wrote in my mobile
Hmm.
every day. That's the thing I can do in that 4 or 5 days. Or for 15 days, I continued. I only did the same activity like writing activity.
There is one very nice quote. Now that you talked about excuses, have you heard of this lady, Florence Nightingale?
So yes, yes,
Have you heard this? Florence
yes, yes.
Nightingale. I
Yeah.
think she was a nurse somewhere. I don't know. I might be wrong or correct. She was a nurse. She rose. Her service towards her patients was so nice, so full of dedication that she rose through the ranks and attained some absolutely marvelous feat in her field. Okay,
Mm,
she became a very, very renowned figure in the field of nursing, medicine. So one person asked him, "How did you achieve what you have achieved?" Okay, and
mm,
she told this in reply. She told that whatever I have achieved in my life rests on two solid pillars.
mm,
One, I have never given an excuse in my life, and I have never accepted an excuse in my life.
mm.
Okay, and that's exactly the reason I am what I am today. So neither she accepted her excuse,
Yes,
neither she gave an excuse.
yes,
So what needs to be done has to be done.
yes.
So see, I mean, your sentence itself has become a quote now. If you want to succeed, never accept an excuse and never give an excuse.
Yes,
So that's exactly the quote there. Great. Writing is the best part. Now, the most difficult part, you told 3 to 4 hours that you're practicing, Saraswati.
yes.
The most challenging now, see, reading, all the learners read. Uh, Listening, myriad your vocabulary you told me in one of the sessions. I think
Yeah,
exactly what was the session. You told me myriad of challenges, plethora
Yes,
of
yes,
things. Yeah, myriad materials that are available on the net, from where you can choose. It's like a buffet of listening and reading materials out there. But speaking always comes as a challenge.
yes,
Okay, when you look for a speaking partner, you have to pay in cash or kind.
yes.
Have you heard this one? You have to either pay in cash or kind.
No.
You have
Pay
not
cash
heard.
in coin.
Wait. I'll give this term. You need to either pay in cash or kind. Please read this.
Coin. Okay, you need to either pay in cash or coin.
Yes. Have you ever heard this term, this phrase?
No, no, no.
No. No. Great. I'll give you a great example. Okay. In olden times, we didn't have cash.
Mm.
Okay. We didn't have a concept of money.
Yes, yes,
Okay, so today, whatever services English Yari is giving you, you're paying in cash,
yes,
because today there is a concept of cash.
yes.
Fine, with that cash, I can buy what I want.
Yeah,
But in medieval period, when cash was not discovered, everybody used to pay each other by kind.
yeah.
Okay, what does that mean? Now, the doctor saw me, diagnosed my problem, gave me some medicines. No concept of cash. I'll just take a 1 kg wheat and I will give it to him.
Mm, yes,
Okay, fine. That
yeah.
is paying in kind.
Oh, yes.
So, this term we generally use. Either you
Yes.
will have to pay in cash or kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you can't take the services for free. You will have to pay either by cash or by kind.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, our discussion again, speaking.
Yeah.
How do you practice for 2 or 3 hours that you do? How do you practice that?
It depends on my mood. Like some days I speak on the daily things what I did, and sometimes I inculcate few words and idioms in the same topic as suppose what I do, 4 5 words I select and try to inculcate at the time of speaking a bit of a bit challenge to myself, like I have to use. Or some days I create a imaginary story and try to use all the words which I have given for a single day.
Okay,
Yeah. So in
great.
this way I try to speak for number of means 20 minutes 30 minutes. I do not speak continuously for 1 hour and 2 hour. I take break in between. Maybe in that break I can write.
Ah,
Yes.
okay,
Or
great.
yes, I suppose in one flow I'm not able to frame the sentences well, so I try again next time to frame on the same story, how to restructure my story well, using maybe advanced sentence structure, or try to inculcate few idioms. Because when we speak and give ourselves a challenge to use number of words, idioms, and one time, two times, three times. So we find that in the third attempt, we have spoken well.
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice strategy. You know what? Uh, when it comes to truth, there is only one truth. There might be different forms of that truth, but there is one truth, and that truth, when it comes to learning language, is practice.
Practice
Okay,
and no
and
pain, no gain. And
yes, no pain, no gain.
okay.
You have achieved a mastery of doing things right at your on your third or fourth attempt. Okay, but i
Yes,
tell my learners I tell them exactly what you are talking about.
yes,
But I tell them do 10 times, 11th time you'll see some improvement,
yes,
12th time you'll still again see that improvement. I i i even suggest them to record themselves in the audio on a
yes,
mobile and listen to themselves,
yeah,
listen to their speech, and there lies the real improvement.
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
so when you listen to yourself, that is magical because you know what is good, how a good speaker sounds like, and you
yes,
know what important
yes,
improvements you need to do in your
yeah,
own speech to achieve that mastery.
yeah,
So then you will start working.
yeah.
Great.
Because
And
as these days, as I started working on pronunciation as well as intonation too, so I am aware of that how much improvement requires to sound like a native speaker,
yes,
where
absolutely.
we have to give
Again,
stress on one particular word and where we have to give stress. Yes,
pronunciation everybody understands. Now, for the benefit of your audience, how do you practice intonation? A
for
couple of
intonation,
examples. Yes.
for intonation we can choose any podcast,
Hmm.
and we can listen one time without subtitle,
Hmm.
and then we can listen to the same podcast with subtitle, and then third time, every after every sentence we can repeat, and in this way we can complete all the paragraph,
Great. Great.
and at the end we should speak, we should read all the paragraph with ourselves and can record and then can listen where we are lacking.
Yes. And do the process one more time. Do the same process again, until you see yourself improve. That is true.
Even you can do this thing, this activity for 1 minute and 2 minutes for a quite longer time. So you will see a drastic improvement.
Uh-huh.
And you can see, I think we met in April month, I think.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
and
Yes.
from yes, now in 3 months, whatever improvement you are seeing, I don't know, but this much practice I did in between. Yes, maybe a few days or like mostly Saturday, Sunday, I'm not able to do because as I do everything with myself, so lots of work for me. So yes, but I try my best to do.
Ma'am, the most obvious of improvements is flow of thought is good, and the sir and sha definitely decreased by leaps and bounds.
Hmm.
Okay, decreased by leaps and bounds, and definitely the fillers are something that have reduced drastically. And in fact, religion and spirituality today, you didn't speak from your knowledge bank.
Yes,
Okay, now you have a knowledge bank. If I ask you what did you eat yesterday, you're speaking from your experience, you're speaking from your memory bank.
yes,
Okay, you're speaking from your memory bank. Now, if I ask you what is the burning topic in today's day, what is happening in news, you're
yes,
speaking from your knowledge bank. Okay,
yes,
because that is knowledge. You know what is happening around the world.
yes,
But when I talked about religion and spirituality, you're speaking from your opinion bank.
yes,
Okay, and the language improves drastically when you speak from your opinion bank.
yes,
Okay, when you can express your thoughts. What do you think? Forget about the news channels. What do you think? When you talk about that, then you go travel towards mastery.
yeah,
And when you spoke about religion and spirituality, you used your opinion bank to express yourself well. That was challenging. And
yeah,
that was exactly the time I knew that yes, This is improvement.
Yes, thank you.
Great, Saraswati. So with that, we kind of never felt 1 hour so short.
Yes,
So generally 1 hour is very difficult to pass. I will feel thinking, okay, what next to talk, what next to talk. But this session was, it just flew through in front of my eyes.
yeah.
So thanks for this wonderful experience again. I had a great conversation with you.
Actually, it's my pleasure to connect with you because yeah, book your session is really difficult. It's like a hard nut to crack.
My pleasure that you expressed that, ma'am. Definitely gives you a lot of confidence, and I'll look forward to your next session, Saraswati.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.